Ever is an adverb that is used for time. It can be used for any time, or you can use it for the beginning of a period of time. And ever is also used with superlatives. The superlatives will cover a period of time. Use ever when asking about any time now. Does it ever get hot at any time? Or does she ever get angry? Or does he ever stop talking? In this question, a person might express frustration because a person does not stop talking. Does he ever stop talking? Ever is used with many different verb tenses when making questions. Here's the present tense. Do you ever, and then the main verb is in the simple form. Here we'll use go. Do you ever go? In the past tense, did you ever, and then here again, go. This is for the future. Will you ever go? And then for the present perfect tense, have you ever, and then the past participle is for the main verb. Have you ever gone? Use ever to ask a question for time. At any time. Do you ever, and then here's the main verb. Let's use go. Do you ever go fishing? Or do you ever go ice fishing in winter? This is a good word to use when the activity is unusual. Did you ever, and then this is in the past tense, but the main verb is in the simple form. Did you ever find your keys? You lost your keys. Someone asks you, did you ever find your keys? You can use ever when asking a question about the future. Will they ever, and then here's the main verb, will they ever agree? This is a good question to ask if two people never agree. Will they ever agree? Ever is often included in questions when asking about future activities. Is it ever going to rain? A place has not received much rain or no rain, and this sounds like an exaggeration, but it's commonly used when a person expresses frustration with some sort of a condition, like the absence of rain. When asking another person about some sort of a experience, does this would be the experience, ever happen to you? Or if you put this in the past tense, change does to did. Did this ever happen to you? Or you can use the present perfect and say, has this ever happened? This is the past participle. Has this ever happened to you? Or has this ever happened to him, to her, to them? Use ever and then since when talking about the beginning of a period of time. He has been happy. He has been happy ever since he started his new job. This is the beginning of something, and this indicates the start. Ever since he began his new job, or ever since he got his new job. All of these indicate the beginning of something. Ever since can go at the beginning of a sentence to indicate something that happened in the past. Ever since they met, they have been good friends. You could also put ever since in the middle of the sentence and start with they have been good friends ever since they met. You could also use a time without the subject and verb ever since 2010, and then put a comma here. They have been good friends. Or they have been good friends ever since 2010. His English has improved ever since he started to watch videos on YouTube. Here's the present perfect tense, has improved. And then after ever since, here's the time in the past. All of this indicates when something began, ever since he started to watch videos. It was the strangest thing I have ever seen. Here's the superlative, strangest. Or it was the most unusual thing that I have ever seen. This occurs within a person's lifetime. The word ever helps to emphasize the present perfect tense, have seen. When talking about a good experience, it was the best, and then this is the thing, ever. It was the best time ever. It was the best play ever. And for the opposite, change best to worst. It was the worst time ever. And you don't have to use a noun here. You could just say, it was the worst ever. Or, it was the best ever.